Hey there, I'm down in Mankato, Minnesota, thrifting for treasure. Let's see what we can find. Here we go. Hi, you all. I'm down in Mankato. Chris is at his favorite comic book shop, Pulp Comics. We're celebrating his 50th birthday today, and so I dropped him off at I was in the comic book shop for a while, and then I left, and I'm going to go thrifting. My favorite thrift stores here in Mankato are not open on Sundays. It's a Sunday. But I'm going to go into Again Thrift Store, which is part of the Minnesota Valley Action Council. It's a charitable organization, so I'm going to see what they have, and then I'm going to head to Goodwill, and depending on like the footage and what's in there, I'll either make this one video or two. So let's go inside and see what you find.
The first thing I spotted in the store was this piece of artwork. I actually am kind of regretting not getting it. I was thrown off by the red color in the dresser in the piece. It was only $3.50, by the way. The red, I don't have red in my house, but I feel like I could have found a spot to put it where the red wouldn't have been such an issue. But I did not buy it. That is my thrifter's regret right out of the gate. I thought this little creamer was adorable for $1. Definitely vintage. Kind of has a Christmas vibe to it. I know people have good luck with selling Starbucks mugs, but it's not something I've ever wanted to get into, so I was just kind of looking at them. And then I was toying with this item to possibly resell it because cat things go pretty well for me, but I haven't been selling mugs in my booth, so I left that behind. If you hear me mention my booth, I do a little bit of reselling as a hobby in a vintage booth in a shop nearby. The shop is called The Pink Elephant. I really liked this metal apple. I was trying to figure out what it had originally been for. I couldn't read that tag. Need some glasses. Need some reader glasses. But I thought this was really cute. If I had found it like 2 months ago, I probably would have picked it up for fall, but I'm just kind of beyond fall items right now, so I did leave that behind. I've mentioned this before, I don't collect snowmen anymore. I used to have a huge collection and now I've just saved out my favorites. I collect Santas now instead, but a cute snowman like this one does always catch my eye. I thought this vintage piece was cute until I saw his feet. I don't know if you could see right here when I hold it up. His feet look out of proportion to his body. I thought that was a little strange. Other than that, I thought he was cute. This was definitely one of the stranger pieces I've seen in a while. It's like this 2-piece hanging Santa, and they had his eyeballs and his nose and mouth priced separately. I was like, that's ridiculous. I'm a sucker for a Christmas figurine, and this one definitely caught my eye. I thought she was really cute. This caught my eye because I sometimes pick up this green glass to sell, but these 2 pieces were glued together, which, is creative for the person who did it. Maybe make a little veggie, and dip piece, but not great for resale. I liked this bean pot. This definitely looks like an older piece of pottery to me. I don't know a lot about pottery mark, so I don't recognize that mark, but I was considering it. The handle was chipped, but depending on the mark and the age, that chip may or may not mean too much. They were asking $6, which I thought was a fair price.
Hello, I am back in my craft room. It's actually the next day and I'm gonna film my hauls for you. So I actually did decide to break that video, that thrifting trip, into 2 videos because I took a lot of footage, which is nice for you and good for me because then I get 2 videos out of the day. So I'll put the second part up in a few days. But right now I'm going to show you what I got at the first thrift store, which was the MVAC Again Thrift Store. So that stands for I think it's Minnesota Valley Action Council, and they do stuff in the community. So I don't ever find a ton there. My kids love it for clothing. So if you're in the area and you want a thrift store for good clothing deals, my kids love it there. As far as the hard goods, it's kind of like, you know, hit or miss. I got a few things that I really like, and that's generally the way it is. Sometimes they also have good furniture. I actually didn't show you the furniture because there wasn't a ton on the day that I went. Drinking coffee from my fall mug from Target. I got this last year. And it's morning before my work day. I actually was like, you know what? I have other things I need to do tonight, which include crafting for you. I'm working on some thrift flips and I'm going to put them on this channel. I do have a DIY channel, but I haven't had enough time to craft enough to maintain a DIY channel. So I'm like, you know what? I want to still show crafts. I'm just going to do them on my main channel. And if you don't like crafts, that's totally cool. You don't have to watch them, but this is where I'm going to put them. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. My total at Again Thrift Store was $7.51, so I didn't spend too much. And I'll start with this one. So this caught my eye, and I might have mentioned it in the video. This is from Dayton Hudson. That was a department store, which then became Macy's, and now I don't even know that there's anything downtown. I'm not even sure if Macy's is still open. Honestly, I haven't been there since I've been downtown, but I haven't been to Macy's since before the pandemic. So anyway, if you're from the area and you know, you can let me know. Is Macy's downtown still open? I don't know. Anyway, but it was Dayton's before it was Macy's. And so this is 1989 Dayton Hudson. I assume they, you know, maybe put one out every year. I don't know. I've never seen one before, but I thought it was super cute. And in my kitchen, I actually, this evening, one of the things I need to do, I have a Polish pottery trivet type of thing, ceramic trivet that I want to hang on the wall where the backsplash would be, but I don't have a backsplash right now. I'm planning to put one up in 2023. But anyway, that's another story. And so I'm going to put this in that spot where the other one is hanging for Christmas time, and then I can switch them out. So I thought this was really cute for $1.50, and you can see the mark says made in Japan. 1989 Hudson's. So that was cute. If I ever see others, I will pick them up because I think that, I'm guessing it was probably like something that they put out every year that people could buy. And then I also picked up this cutie little girl, caroler. I have a little grouping of random carolers, like all different sizes. They're not to scale with each other, but I think they're adorable. And I put them all together in this one little like decorative piece that I have, and they look really cute in there. So like it's like almost like a mini solarium, like it's metal with glass, and I usually have like decorative twine balls in there, but I take those out for Christmas and I put the carolers in there and sometimes some fairy lights, and it just looks really cute on the shelf. So she's gonna go in with my other random carolers that I have. I think she's really cute, and she was $2, and she is also marked made in Japan. Then the other thing is really my favorite. Now I have seen these before, but they're usually more money. And I looked this one up on eBay. This is not terribly valuable. This one would probably go for like $18 to $25 on eBay. I'm not selling it, but if I were to want to buy one for myself, that's what I would have to pay. So it's a crock, but a butter crock with the advertising for the company. And these can get really spendy. Like Red Wing has some, I mean, they go up to like 100, 150, whatever. This one is not one of the more valuable ones. It's not older, but I like it well enough because I've always wanted one and I would never spend that much money on it. But this was $3, which I thought was great. And someone's already put little felt feet. They must have had this setting on their counter. So I'm probably going to put this somewhere in my kitchen. I don't have a ton of space in my kitchen on my counters, but I want to definitely find a place for this. Maybe put a little Christmas greenery in it for Christmas time. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet, but when I do it, I will let you see where I put it. So, all right, so that's all that I have from my thrift haul. I wanted to show, I'm going to insert a little footage. Clay Ramage, a good friend of mine who's also a thrifter, he has a YouTube channel. I can link him below, but he is kind of paring down his stuff because he went back to work full time, but he gave me a treasure. Actually, I'll show you the treasure and then I'll show you the treasure in place. So he gave me this little mini vintage Raggedy Ann and Andy. Aren't they so cute? And I have a very small collection of Raggedy Ann and Andy. And that's what I'm insert footage of. Because so a lot of you have expressed interest in seeing all of my little collection. So instead of maybe doing big videos, I'll just show them to you here. Unless there's like something, like probably my planters collection, I might do a separate video on because I have a ton and we can talk about like the details of and the makers on all of the different ones. That would be more informative. But this is just like a little collection of cute things that I have been given or that I have found. And so I want to show you what they look like together on the shelf. So let's go ahead and look at that. Here is my little collection. This is the one that Clay just gave to me. And then over here on the left, these two little ones I found at a thrift store in a baggie of like miniatures a few months back. The handkerchief is from my friend Tammy. Thank you, Tammy. Shout out to Tammy. And then these two must be connected. So this one here is marked. Let me see if I could show you the mark. Whoop. There's the mark. And you can see there in very tiny print. It's hard to even get it to focus. It says Simon & Schuster, which is a publishing company. So I guess they maybe own the rights to the story and the illustrations. I don't know. But the one on the right is so similar. They must be connected, even though it's not marked. And that one is intended as an ornament, although the string is broken. And then the box Kate found for me when we were out thrifting at a thrift store. So I bought that at a thrift store. And the two dolls, I believe, were sent to me. I'm having trouble remembering. It's been a while. Or I might have found one and the other one was sent. I can't remember. And I do have two other pieces that have gotten misplaced because remember, Maddie came and lived in this room during the pandemic and I packed a bunch of stuff up and I haven't located them again since. But I'm sure they'll turn up at some point. And I do have a big ragdoll, Raggedy Ann and Andy, which I'm going to put on the bed at some point. I have to fix the feet. So that's all that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed seeing my little Raggedy Ann and Andy collection. Thanks for coming with me to the thrift store and checking out what I bought. And I'll see you with another video soon and hopefully a thrift flip video soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.